Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. I am the MysteriousJG. So, last recording session, which I remember more where I was then than I do at the last video, I had decided we were done with side quests. This is a whole bunch of crap. No more side quest nonsense. Then I got sucked into doing a bunch of side quests. And I threw out a whole bunch of stuff about, well, let me guys know whether you want to do side quests or not, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, just kind of residual guilt about the notion that I would come, like, 80+% of the way through doing all the side quests and then suddenly crap out and not do side quests. But, you know, there's not that many people who are still regularly watching and commenting this one. It's been a long series. Ravenite has been a faithful commenter, and he's basically been just like making fun of the game for the last several videos in his comments. And All Dragon, who is another stalwart, who's doing his own LPs, which, hey, Ald, I mean, I feel bad about not watching more of your stuff, actually, because I always do enjoy it, and it's always, you know, you always have good comments on my stuff, but Alda's like, yeah, you know, enough. If you're fucking sick of the game, then stop doing side missions. So, you know, that all makes good sense to me. And let me see. I'm just cruising through, looking through my own content here. I don't actually. I know there's other people who are watching the vids, but I just happened to pull open the last video that had comments on it, and those were the people who commented. So I'm probably leaving out people. Damn it. Probably leaving out people. I do actually want to get on with starting this game, though. This particular play session. But, yeah, I mean, we really are. I'm going to freaking get on with doing some stuff. And, well, I got Froxy Blast and Freddy Gray commenting on a previous video, but I don't think those are... I think they just kind of popped in to say something. They're not, like, regulars. I know I'm blanking on. There's the guy with the master from Fallout as his avatar, but maybe he's not watching this one anymore. And there's guys like StoneCon. I never know when they'll pop up. Anyway, but no, I mean, yeah. So I put it out there to you guys, and I got people responding to like the very first video, like right before we found the AI and what seemed like it was going to be an important side plot, but was structured in such a way that it clearly doesn't make a difference what you decide, because if you decide to save this AI, which I did, even though they kind of present that whole thing was maddening. It's like the dilemma, the decision point was not presented in a way that I clearly understood it, meaning sacrifice this one guy's life to save the AI, or kill the AI and save the guy, which was like the moral, I guess that's the moral decision that you were meant to take from it, but I was like, wait, what? I didn't understand that was what was going on. So you sacrifice a life to save this AI so that we could research it and learn from it, and yet still, like, it is no longer something you can interact with and does not appear to be an important codex item or anything. Maybe it's an important codex item. I didn't go reading the codex afterwards. I don't know. It's just like that side quest in particular was maddening because it had voice acted dialogue, and it seemed like important to the story world events, and yet it still didn't actually matter. So we're perilously close to leveling up and being able to get new gear. I guess we can take a minute to look at our AVP status, and we do have rewards to collect, which only means I didn't collect rewards at the end of last time. Not that... That's all that means, really, because I have not played at all since the last time we were recording, and those rewards only accumulate when the game is being played. We've got... We've got Drac and Vetra trying to occupy the same space and time. Reminiscent of Landon Ricketts having a lap dance done on him during a mission briefing. I guess we could... Do I care about this at all? Oh, I got a mission failure. Success. 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 I guess I'll just go through the mechanics of actually putting people out on new missions. So, first order of business is to find all the ones that have research loot boxes as a prize and send people on those. They always seem to be the ones that you can actually play. Have research data. And maybe there's some way that you can get, if you score a good high score, you can get more research data. And then we have gold missions. So once we run out of research data, I'll go for the gold missions, and now everybody is occupado. Research. We only got one research data out of all that, but it was the one that is the most valuable to us, so that's okay. And then we'll claim the rest of the rewards. We can go into our inventory real quick, and that's codex. Inventory. I didn't do another codex video before we wrap this whole thing up. Remember, we got 200. We have 157,000 plus credits. Remember we did that mission where we got 2 credits? That was it. That was it. We can sell the. We can just destroy the Carniflex. We can destroy everything except for the. Well, we'll hold on to 1 N7 Eagle, I guess. Well, maybe we should hold on to the Rosa Rad, because this 38 damage as opposed to 124. It must have a much higher rate of fire, 225 to 450. Why would you... What is good about the Rosa Rad? Super high accuracy? No. Max ammo? Well, it has much higher max ammo and a much bigger clip. Technically, any of the Milky Way weapons, I've got like infinite research pouring in for that stuff, so I can, even though I'm not bothering with pistols, I can still build them. What the fuck do I care? I don't use pistols. Why do I care? This is just a matter of clearing out a little inventory space. So we'll hold on to an N7 Valkyrie because I have this notion that they're the best. Even though I probably should be holding on to these weird Ket ones because I can't just build those at will. We definitely don't want to sell our Dawn because that is our actual shotgun of choice. Shotgun being one of the 2 weapons we actually use. And all I'm doing is just getting fuckloads of materials that we don't have anything that we do with them. And that's good enough. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to bother to go through the armor in our inventory. Alright, so... What missions have we got to do other than Journey to Meridian? Well, no allies and relationships. We can do this thing. We can do this thing where we find... Oh, fuck. Maybe we should do it. We actually have gathered it all. I think. If we've actually already got all of them. This is investigate remnant sites, crisis response, architect. No. Collect supplies, travel to... Information, first contact. That one sounds like it might be interesting, but no. Like, part of me is like, I wouldn't want to miss anything as hilariously, like, tacked on and like the whole thing with the AI, the Angaran AI, which feels like it should be important, but is clearly just tacked on and doesn't connect to anything else. Like, that is so cosmically pointless that a part of me is glad I found it, because it makes for... It's a great thing to react to sarcastically in my Let's Play. Kadabra. But yeah, I kind of pulled out the side quests that I thought had been made to feel vaguely important. And this thing with this lady is romanceable, and this person who, like, I only know this because I broke down at one point and actually looked at one of the online guides, which revealed who all the different romanceable people are. Because, like, Mass Effect 3 gave you the option of romancing that one journalist lady, but it was like a halfway romance where you couldn't really go full-fledged, so I was wondering if they had that. But apparently, outside of your crewmates, this Angaran lady is romanceable. And I guess the reporter, the Asari reporter lady may be romanceable too. And I'm not particularly interested in romancing this lady, but I feel like, I guess we should see her cutscenes. And we apparently already have all the stuff that's needed. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. Like, in doing our other quests, we already picked up everything we need. But after that, I swear we're going to get on with the Meridian mission. I guess I could do one video's worth of miscellaneous. I'm always dithering, though. I need to get going on this. I do at this point just kind of want to finish this game. It's depressing. I mean, as I've played through it, the apparent fate of the Mass Effect series, or at least the Andromeda arm, has come into sharper and sharper focus during the time where I've been playing this game. I mean, there's a lot of fan speculation and rumor, and it's I guess not really established truth, but when it got out there officially that there was going to be no DLC for this game, no paid DLC, everyone kind of took that as the death knell of the franchise. I don't necessarily think the franchise is dead. Maybe there's still hope for the franchise, but Shane Douglas. But if this franchise continues, if there's more Mass Effect games, I think it's pretty obvious that they're going to be set in the Milky Way and ignore everything that happened in this game. Like, maybe you'll get like a new Mass Effect game set in the Milky Way at some point, and perhaps a DLC will involve like the Ket showing up. But like, yeah, that's about as far as I'd be willing to take it. I think the idea that we're gonna have a follow up about Ryder is, I don't think that's happening. The Ryder character wasn't especially terrible. Although I did always kind of feel like with the 4 different response choices all the time, and one of them is logical, and one of them is emotional, and one of them is professional, and one of them is goofy. Oh, shut up. Bitch. But yeah, that whole thing just... I don't know. It seemed like they were trying to make it more complicated, but instead they just made it like your decisions don't really matter at all. You're always just kind of middle of the road.
Hello, Pathfinder.
Okay, so you don't really...
I'll let you get back to it.
Whoever you are, we already talked to you, and your little scene with this person is just there.
Pavoa, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it.
You deserve
this is
it.
Cultural Museum and History
You
Archive.
deserve
It's
it.
small, but you've already made it brighter.
Didn't we give you... We gave you the fucking quest shit.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge. What does that mean?
Touched by an angel.
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it told...
The ship.
But that may not...
Or...
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
But we... What? We've got the star map, musical instrument, and carved figure. We have them, right? They should be on our inventory as, like, quest items or what the fuck ever. Resources, special items. Angaran figurine, musical instrument, star map. Yeah, we got all this shit. I don't want to talk to you again. What the...
I'll let you
Let's just pretend this other person isn't even there. Should I put it on a freaking display stand? Garn dagger. Who cares? Is this quest just broken?
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
Okay, I guess this time we can do it.
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
Oh, that's a birth control device.
Angaran star map. One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
The Dark Age. We also found an AI. Would you be interested in that? No? Okay.
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No.
Oh, trains
not at
travel
all.
to Toronto.
The Scourge
Trains
wiped
travel
out
to
nearly
Toronto.
everything. We're only just beginning
Sorry,
to travel
it's
again.
Today's
Could they
special.
have made it to another galaxy, like us?
Nope.
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach.
Found another artifact. I found another artifact. I found another artifact. Which one's the right one?
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above.
It's an
ancient
Angaran sex
Razan,
toy.
a musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing is beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
Not everything, thanks to you. You'll make new history. Yeah, I'm not flirting with her. I've already. I have no idea what that will do to our budding romance with Cora. Yeah, you'll make new history, especially with the help of your AI that I found. Should I tell you about that, or?
You're already rebuilding. Look at Aya.
We have a long way to
It's
go.
a dump.
In any case, relics like this help us.
I picked up this figure earlier. It might be Angaran.
Wait, you skipped ahead. You
Seems
didn't
unfamiliar to
even
me.
choose
It
between
does
two different
resemble
artifacts.
an Angara, but it looks so strange. It's clearly centuries old. Is it an artistic interpretation, or is this what we really look like? The implications. Pathfinder, you may have discovered our earliest artifact yet.
And I tossed it in cargo. Maybe it's not Angaran. Hope it helps my chances. Hoop.
Could it be a relic from another culture?
The technique and material matches other Angaran relics, and you found it in one of our worlds.
Maybe it's a slave
Perhaps
race
the
that we
depiction
since
isn't an
eradicated.
Angara. It could be a deity of some sort. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead.
I'm gonna have to make up all
Thank you
sorts
for
of
your help,
shit to
Pathfinder.
explain this stuff.
I'll let you know if I discover anything.
Hey, we finished it. We got 500 experience, which is worth more than 200 credits at least. And if we were trying to flirt with her, that would have been fairly important. So now we're down to remnant sites and the crashed ship and the architect, or supplies and more ruins. I mean, any one of these ruins that we go visit could turn out to have more AIs inside, so I suppose I should be interested, but I'm not. Additional tasks? Oh, God. It's like a fucking 100 of those. So let's investigate Ghost Storm technology. Oh, integrate Ghost Storm technology. Okay. Ghost Storm, eh? I have no recall of what that meant. Hey, what's this thing? It looks kind of cool. Hollow of the Tempest. Ship known as the Tempest landed in Aya. Okay, yeah. It's actually commemorating us. You were a jerk. What do you have to say now?
I found the person who threatened you.
I know. I received a written apology from him. I assume I can continue my work undisturbed.
Yep.
It was a misunderstanding. We cleared it up.
Then let's not waste any more time. You're interfering with my readings. Good day, Pathfinder.
What a douche. Presume whatever credits or experience we got for that we already got, or I would have gone back and talked to that guy earlier. You guys enjoying your drinks? Well, it's time for us to get back to work. So, be ready. Do, 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 do. Ah, man. Let's get so freaking lost trying to get back out of this place. Running into the governor's office. In Birmingham, I met the governor. It won't let me jump down there and break my shins. Damn it, game. Let me break my shins if I want to. They're my shins to break. Well, this video is like 2/3 of the way over almost, and we still haven't gotten started on the quest that we were going to do. But it is what it is. So I've been having a pretty pleasant little, boring Sunday afternoon. So my Kindle broke fairly recently, and it's an old Kindle. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't even sell this type of Kindle anymore. There's like newer, fancier Kindles that you would have to buy to replace it. And I have to go and make sure that if I do that all my books on my old Kindle will still be there. It's like you have a Kindle account through Amazon or whatever. I got to look into all that before I just go buy a new one. But in the meantime, since I have not had the energy to get on with that, I need bathroom reading. So, not to be indelicate, but when I'm sitting on a can in my apartment, I've dug back out some books that I've always, not always, but I've used as bathroom reading for years. These books about the original Doctor Who series that my sister bought me a couple of them years ago, and then I bought all the rest because they were actually entertaining. But as a result of Ryder. But I end up reading, like, just on the can to kill a few minutes of time. I'll be reading about some old Doctor Who episode that I haven't even seen, and I decided on a whim after reading about it and how goofy it seemed to be. I ended up reading about. I ended up going on Daily Motion today and watching The Time Monster, which was like a 6-part John Pertwee story, and it was apparently the most 70s of all the 70s Doctor Who stories, because it chronicles the fall of Atlantis and features people in togas and lots of like groovy psychedelic special effects, and yeah, man, that was. It put me in the mood for weird sci-fi.
The Ghost Storm technology has been fully researched, Pathfinder.
Excellent. We're ready to make our push on Meridian then. I'll call a meeting immediately.
Let's just say that if this game featured, if the Archon was replaced by Roger Delgado's Master as the villain in this game, Ryder just would not have the personality necessary to keep up and hold his own. Like when I was a kid, we used the TV, the PBS, where I was at, would show like Peter Davison Doctor Who stories and on weekday afternoons, and then like on Saturday nights there would be a Tom Baker story, and every so often I would see a John Pertwee. So he was like, because I didn't have as much exposure to him, he was kind of my least favorite of the 3 Doctors that I actually knew about, and the ones that, like, just by coincidence, I happened to see episodes that were not any of the ones that featured Roger Delgado playing the Master. But I went back and watched that, and I'm like, yeah, that's a badass villain. This is a franchise that needs some better villains. Like, since Saren in the first game, I think Mass Effect's one of its biggest problems that there is no, like, villain with personality for Ryder or Shepard to face off against. Anyway, let's call the team together to discuss the map. And the warrant and the loot.
The Nexus leaders think our search for Meridian is a waste of time, but we know they're wrong.
Do we? And by leader, don't you mean that one asshole?
Without the heart of the system.
Just to clarify, you're defying a direct order?
Not just me. I'm the Pathfinder. But that's true, though.
It's my job to bring us home, and that's what I'm doing, with or without permission.
Haha, that's the spirit. And the kit?
That's where the Ghost Storm technology comes in.
Ghost reporting.
Isn't that right, Reika?
Absolutely. Our forged signals should divert some cat from you.
It won't be all of them, but it'll be enough.
The Tempest is small and fast. I don't need a big window.
And Sam does all the work.
Make our exit before the Ket catch on.
Once we're on Meridian, it'll be a small team. Move fast, figure out its secrets.
Oh, so we can only have 2 people
Right
accompanying
behind
Ryder?
enemy lines. Good time to assess their numbers, defenses.
And when you're ready, we'll extract you the same way we got you in.
If we come back with actuals on Meridian, the Nexus will sit up.
Sounds like a solid plan. Reika, you ready?
Good to go on your word, Pathfinder.
All right, guys, this is it. Let's get moving.
With milk on the rocks. I don't even know what that's from. It's just this phrase that's some old commercial. Get moving with milk on the rocks. Does anybody drink milk with ice in it? I mean, it sounds disgusting. Like, unless you drink it pretty damn fast, the ice is going to melt, dilute the milk, and you'll just have this nasty, flavorless mess.
Maybe bone up on the uniform protocol, Liam. Subsection shirts.
Civilian ship. What'll they do? Doff my pay?
We get paid.
Why? You buy it next time we go to Kadara?
Are you kidding? You should see my tab.
Subsection shirts. What's wrong with his shirt? I'm the one going around wearing this Blasto shirt. I'm the douchiest captain in the Federation. Doesn't exist in this game. I just want to start talking about the Time Monster. Well, this video is almost over now, and we haven't really got started on the mission yet. So I'm thinking, having dicked around and not gotten much accomplished, we can kind of call this the throwaway video. We finished our last quest on Aya. I can go to whatever system is going to include the end of... we haven't done this system yet. So now the question is, did other new systems pop? And no. It looks like they just added one system. Because we have 78% progression. Which bothers me. It seems like there's a whole lot more systems left to open up. Although I'm hearing suggestions that the game is going to be all but over when we finish this Meridian mission. But what we'll do is we'll go to the system. We'll try to explore everything that isn't actually whatever will trigger the mission itself. And then we can call it a video, and next time I'll just be zoned in. No more discussion, no more distractions. We'll just actually do the frickin' Meridian mission. Thanks to Ghost Storm Technology.
Is right. This is the system. Meridian should be here somewhere.
Whoa, there it is. Got a planet that's marked in orange, so that's pretty much it.
Anomaly detected.
On HO65, although their surveys were inconclusive, Milky Way scientists believe HO65 is potentially inhabitable. Now it's a scorch... Potentially inhabitable. Okay, not... Inhabitable is a funny word. It's one of those words like inflammatory, or inflammable, where if it's something is habitable, you'd think the opposite would be inhabitable, but it kind of means both. Now it's a scorching desert, whatever it was before the Scourge is lost. But perhaps can be brought back through Meridian.
Satellite detected.
The Ket satellite is focused on H65, taking detailed readings of seemingly empty expanses of desert. But that gave us Milky Way research data. Why would we get Milky Way research data from a Ket satellite? Irritating. Milky Way data is, of all the rewards we could get, even like the 200 credit reward we got from that one quest, Milky Way research data is at this point, because of how we've used our Nexus rewards, it is the most worthless thing to us. H309. Several Ket vessels are present in H309's upper atmosphere, gathering helium-3 for fuel. The Scourge's disruption of the gas giant's magnetosphere appears to be concealing us. So this system is apparently crawling with Ket. This is weird. I'm enjoying having some time to play this game, but
Picking up something.
having watched the Time Monster this afternoon over California Tortilla, it's like first time I've gotten that without Bobo being around in a long time, and some tea, now I suddenly want to just stop my recording and start watching like Frontier in Space. It's another one of those like really long, protracted John Pertwee adventures that just kind of takes its time. Massive storm systems Raquel Welch. Dozens of Ket shuttles skirt the edges of these storms, landing at remnant ruins during brief moments of calm. I feel like I've circumnavigated the planet now. Can we have something?
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
No great iron. It's still more valuable than Milky Way research data, technically. Though I have no idea at what point we'll ever need more iron in this game. Yeah, if we don't... Now we're hitting the point where I was thinking we'd finish early. We're going to pretty much have a regular full-length video by the time we're ready to get this mission going. H110A, a satellite of the gas giant H110. H110A's orbit has begun to decay. The icy world may collide with the giant in as little as several centuries.
Probes launched. I found something.
An ice sheet. Beneath 10 meters of solid ice is what appears to be a minor remnant installation as yet undiscovered by the cat. So that gives us a minor amount of experience. And we've now 90... Oh, so we now have 83% exploration of the system, which feels like a good time to save the game before we get going on another exciting adventure. Alright, folks, that's going to do it for this video. When we come back, we will actually start the Journey to Meridian mission, and hopefully be some way towards putting this particular Mass Effect adventure, and potentially the Mass Effect series, if things continue the way that people say, to bed. Then I can start doing another LP. Going to pick a game that is, if nothing else, shorter. I'm MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you come back next time for more of Mass Effect Andromeda. Bye-bye.